Hello and welcome to Dabbling in Journals, and I'm doing my planning video. I think this week is going to be such a busy week that I'm not sure when I'm actually going to find time to edit this video, but hopefully I will before the end of the week. So let's get started, and I am going to decorate on this side and then plan on that side this week. And I've grabbed some of the beautiful handmade paper that I got from Torn Edge Paper, was she called, on Etsy, which you're familiar with. And I'm just going to tear off a piece of that so that I can start my collage. And I found this in a Stamperia paper pad, which I thought is purple for my purple theme. It's lavender, and I thought, oh, that's really nice. I'm going to use that as my focal point. So there we go. Just add my torn paper. Oh, it's so lovely. It's got texture and little bits in it. Oh, I don't know why I like paper so much. I'd love to go to a factory where they're like making paper and see how it's done. I bet I could find a YouTube video on it somewhere. Might have a look. Oh, and before I forget, for those of you that watched my haul video, so that was my last video, one of my viewers, Pedantic Planner, has very kindly told me how to pronounce the name of the Etsy shop I used, and it is Inukshuk, Japan. And apparently Inukshuk is a stacked stone monument that people leave when walking on trails, and it comes from the Inuit culture. So I never knew that, so thank you very much. And also you and both Rachel told me that my little origami, which is this here, is a crane. And I looked up, so I've pulled out his wings, and I looked that up too, and in Japan a crane symbolises happiness or good luck because of the myth that they live for 1,000 years. So I learned something new. Thank you very much. And so anyway, back to this. I get easily distracted, don't I? I want to decorate the top as well. So let me put my, haven't finished there, but I'm just going to put my lines in, which I used to measure and do it very neatly, and I don't seem to bother anymore. Oh, this is a really strange colour pencil. It's a luminance pencil, so I don't know what the colour is. They don't write it on them. They just have a number. Or do they? I lie. It's sepia, 50%. I grabbed it thinking it was purple, but it's like a purpley brown. Oh, I forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And the reason I wanted to just do that, because I was thinking I would decorate this bit at the same time as this. So I also cut these little pieces out of the paper pack. So if you buy paper packs, like Stamperia do 8x8 ones, and they're relatively inexpensive, and you get a ton of pattern paper that you can use to do happy mails. I'm going to do a video of me making a happy mail that I'm sending to Pat at some point very soon, I hope. It's probably going to be the next week though by now, because I've got such a busy week this week, and I'm going to film making that one so you can see the kinds of little, it's just a little happy mail, because even though with some of my happy mail friends we exchange gifts and things, we don't have to. You can just happy mail a letter, or you can happy mail little bits and pieces, and especially if you have lots of happy mail friends. I think it's just lovely, and I always like it when people include something that they've made, and I try to include something that I've made because I think that makes it even more special. I've had some lovely things, so grateful. But if you're one of my happy mail friends, don't feel that you have to send me lots of things. It's just lovely to hear from you. There we go. Not that I'm not grateful for things that I receive, because I am very grateful, and it's so much fun. Right, I'm wittering on as I'm decorating this, and I'm thinking, I've got this little bit here. Ooh, I quite like it poking out like that, so I'm going to stick that in. Got a hair in it. Is it a dog hair? My dogs are in the garden at the moment. They'll probably join me in a minute. I gave them a scatter feed, so I throw some food into the grass and they have to hunt it out, which they enjoy. Keeps their little minds busy. I'm really in a wittering on mood today, aren't I? So I've put some of those little bits of paper. So you're kind of using this like washi tape. Just if you don't have washi tape in the colour you need, then you can just cut up little bits of pattern paper if you've got that, or coloured paper, or you can just use a colour pencil. You don't have to use all of these different supplies all the time. So I've lost my scissors. There they are. I want to cut this one in half, this sticker, because I'm going to put one kind of there, I think. I'm starting to really like purple. My favourite colour is orange, but I tend to save orange for like Halloween season. I don't know why. I might do an orange before, perhaps in August. Although maybe that's quite close to Halloween, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? And then I'm going to put the other sticker. Oh, down there, right? What do you think? Up there or down there? I think down there. Things look nice when they're like diagonal. It moves the eye around the page. She says, as if she's talking about art. And thank you for kind comments I got last time on my sketching. And Dawn has asked me to do a sketching video, so I'm going to try and do that next week, because I'm hoping next week's not going to be as busy as this week. I can't get this open. There we go. I do have a list of things that people have asked me to do videos on that I am going to try and work my way through as and when I feel like that's what I want to do. Because it's all about the fun. Oh, and next week I'm doing a giveaway as well, so look out for that. And I'll tell you why when I introduce the items. Okay, so do I want any more on here, or shall I stop at this point? I'm feeling I want a darker colour just to like balance it out a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of the darker colour again diagonally over here. Oh, gone right off the edge of the page. Hold on. There we go. And I'm going to start my planning. So let's start by putting in the days. Sorry, I just got interrupted, so I might have lost my train of thought. Right, I was just going to plan out my week, which I know is really busy. So I managed to find some sort of voluntary, in inverted commas, work in the village. I was thinking about going into the city to do some helping with the food banks and such like, but I was a little bit concerned about doing that because of my PTSD, and so was my partner. But I found somebody in the village who has broken her hip. She's a very elderly lady. She's broken her hip, and I am doing a little fetching and carrying and basically just popping in for a cup of tea to make sure she's okay and give her some company because she's housebound at the moment. So that's really nice, and she seems really interesting. So I'm going to be doing that this afternoon. I'm going to pop in and see her. And then tomorrow my mother-in-law is coming and she wants to see new baby, spend some time with new baby. So we're probably going to have my daughter coming over as well. And that's going to be really nice. So we'll have a good old catch up and play with the baby. Wednesday is another exciting day for me because I am going to see my other daughter who has just purchased a new house. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Apparently it needs loads of work, but she'll be really excited to show me the house and tell me all her plans for it and so on. So I mustn't forget also piano and dentist. My son has a dentist appointment, but my partner, and it's not on that day. I'm going to need something for covering that up, aren't I? My partner will take him to the dentist. And then Thursday I'm free, so I might be able to do some video editing. Because I find going out, again, because of my PTSD, I do find going out, much as it's fun and enjoyable, I find it tiring. So usually by the time I get back, not up to much. And then Friday, I am going strawberry picking with some friends, which is going to be really fun. And apparently it's going to be really hot on Friday. And we go strawberry picking, this lovely farm, and then we have lunch there together, and again we'll have a good old catch up because I haven't seen anybody for ages because of having my ensuite done, and I said I would show you, and it's really small so it's kind of hard to get in there with like to video, but I'll just show you some photographs. So that is a photograph of the like basin area. I chose this basin that's basically carved out of a big piece of rock and some lovely Italian style tiles, and an Etsy purchase was the mirror that's made out of pipes. So that was really fun, and I have added some more accessories since taking that photo. And that, I don't know if you can see that, I've chosen such a dark colour for in the shower. They're really dark tiles that look a bit like old tin. And then we've got a huge black shower head, so it's like going in a cave. I really like it. So I have slightly quirky taste, as you can see. So I finished that, so that's really cool. So I can catch up with people again. And then Saturday, my sister's coming, and her dog's been really poorly again. I'm sure she'll tell me all about it when I see her on Saturday. And he had to go to a specialist animal hospital because the vet just couldn't work out what was going on with him, and I think he's got some kind of chronic long-term condition with his immune system. So bless him, he's not even, well, he's just a year old, so he's had a lot of poorliness, but I think they're getting to the bottom of it now. And Sunday, oh, we need to go shoe shopping because my son keeps growing. Why do teenagers grow so fast? So, and he hates shopping, so we'll have to sort of go and buy something really quickly and come home. So I think we're doing that on Sunday. So look, my week is full for once. Oh, and I mustn't forget to put in karate, dance, and dance, because I mustn't forget those when I'm sort of out and about and deciding what time I need to come home and all of that kind of thing. I'm going to find my little karate stamp. Well, that's my coffee beans. Here's my little karate stamp. Oh, the lid just flew across my room. Oh gosh. And there he is. Yay! My partner was supposed to be doing his brown belt this week, but he hurt his knee, so he was very sad about that. He will have to do it at a later point. I've just cut out me scrabbling around on the floor looking for my lid. Okay. So that's my week planned out. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? I don't think so. And now I want to do my menu planning. And again, I'm going to draw my lines for my week. I'm nearly at the end of this insert. At the end of June, it will be finished. Then I'm going to do one but July because I enjoyed it last year. And after that, I'm going to be trying my new system out to see whether or not that's what I would like to do next year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, meal planning. And I think while I've got this out, I will use another piece of this. Stick that on. Got glue all over me. And then Mel sent me these, and I thought, oh, I could use this for doing some lunch ideas, because last week I did breakfast ideas and some of you gave me some really good ideas. So overnight oats, thank you Julie, I've tried those and really nice. I just need to get some, I saw a lot of the recipes had chia seeds. I have no idea what those are, but I'm going to try those next time I do some grocery shopping. So yeah, I enjoyed the overnight oats. And then Louise suggested just Weetabix, berries, milk and local honey. And I thought, you know what? I always used to really like Weetabix, and it's such a good standby. You can just have it in your cupboard, and if you want to be really quick, that's a really quick, easy breakfast. So got that on my list. Oh, avocado toast. Thank you, Amy. I've tried that. And I have seen that, I think, in like cafes and that, where they've said avocado on toast, and I thought, well, that sounds a bit odd. But I tried it, as Amy said, that it would be a nice breakfast, and I put some black pepper and lemon juice onto the avocado, and it was really, really nice and healthy, because I'm trying to eat only healthy fats, and avocado is going to be avocado and nuts are going to be my main source of fat. So that was really nice. Greek yogurt, another Amy, different Amy, suggested Greek yogurt, fruit and high fibre cereal. Now I have just discovered, perhaps you all already know this, but Greek yogurt has twice as much protein as any other yogurt. Something to do with the way that it's made. So if you buy Greek yogurt, not Greek style yogurt, because I'm not sure that Greek style yogurt is made in the same way, but if you buy actual Greek yogurt, you're getting all this extra protein. It's really thick, and with fruit and a few nuts or whatever is really nice. And finally, my own idea, because I have this quite a lot, is just your normal cooked hot porridge. So, you know, jumbo oats cooked in a saucepan, and I put berries and nuts on those. Poached egg on watercress, and scrambled eggs and garlic mushrooms on wholemeal toast. So those are some of my favourites, but I was getting bored, so I have some new ones to try. Thank you very much, everybody. So I want to do the same thing for lunches now. Pick your brains. And so I got this lovely, what would you call it? It's like a piece of ephemera that's designed like a postcard from Mel, and I thought, oh, I use this, folded in half, because it's got a little purple piece on it, so there's a little person fishing for stars, and I can put my meal ideas in there. So lunches, not dinners, lunches I'm going to think about, and I like them to be not too time consuming, although I'm thinking about buying some of those like glass pots with lids and doing meal prep at the beginning of the week, you know, do all the chopping of peppers and cucumbers and all the things that it takes a long time to do. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there, and that's going to be for my lunch ideas. So that's for me, and you'll see when I do One Book July and I start a new insert for menu planning, I am going to be a little bit more detailed in menu planning for myself, as well as my partner and my son. And here, because I'm trying to lose weight, I found this sticker in my stash. I think it was a freebie from misopaper.co.uk, and it says, I am an optimist. So I am going to be an optimist and really, really hope that I lose weight. Lose more weight, lose all the weight that I need to lose. So I'm going to be an optimist and say, yes, I am going to lose weight. So I'm going to pop that one there just to remind me, because I read somewhere that if you put like positive things around, if you surround yourself with positive things and affirmations and sayings, and it really helps you to be more positive. So I don't know if that's true, but it's worth a try. It's worth a try. I'm not always very positive, especially, you know, depression can like really take the stuffing out of you, clinical depression, because it's never about anything, and it makes you very negative. Well, it makes me very negative. So I'm just adding a little bit more washi tape just to make it look nice, I hope. And I'm going to put a bit going upwards. And I've found these stickers in my stash, so I'm going to add some of those. And then a smaller one. I love circle stickers. I don't know why. Just like the way they look, I suppose. And I got these little tiny ones. I think that was also a freebie from misopaper.co.uk. So if you're in the UK and you shop there, they send you lovely freebies when you order. I hope that's where they came from. These were in a Happy Mail. I know that, but I'm sorry I can't remember who from. I remember some of the things, but you know, I've got a head like a sieve these days. there. I really like how that looks. And then I wanted to add a stamp, and of course I wanted to show you my stamp solution. I said last time that I had thought of a possible way of storing my little tiny stamps that I get from Sticky Club. So I store my sticker sheets from Sticky Club in these. I've shown you this before, and I think I gave one away. And then you just put your sheet of stickers into these sort of plastic pouches, and you can flip through and see which ones you want to use, and I think they're really good. Well, they also do one which is supposed to be for flake stickers, and I thought, I wonder if they would work for mini stamps, and they do. So I bought this one. I've got dog hairs on everything today. My dogs are shedding because it's getting warm. And these, inside, they have these little pockets that you can put sticker flakes in. But what I've done is I've put in a little card and I've stamped on it the image of the stamp, and then I've put the stamp in the little envelope, which I think is really cool. So now I can just flip through and see which stamp I want to use. And so that's all my mini stamps. Most of them come from Sticky Club, but I've got one here from MU, and I'm hoping to purchase more of those at some future point. I have been really splurging lately, so I saved up from Christmas until quite recently, and then I've had a big splurge, and so now I need to start saving again. And yeah, I think that works really well. And then what I did here, I just added 2 of those like credit card sized plastic sticky pockets. I think these actually came from Sticky Club. They might be Traveller's Company, I can't remember. But I've stuck a couple of those on there, and then just put my London Gifties little sticker set in here. And I thought, well, that would work as an idea elsewhere maybe, but for me it was perfect because I only have 3 sets and she doesn't make them anymore, so I won't be buying more because as far as I know she doesn't make them anymore. So I added another credit card pocket here, and then here I've just put my stamp block. And when it came, this pocket came with it, and it had these little sticker flake envelopes with it that were in here, and I thought, well, I want those in my traveller's notebook. They're really handy, aren't they? And I'll put this in here instead, because if I want to do some stamping. So after all that, I am going to do some stamping. So what stamp shall I choose? I am thinking I might just go with a little fairy. So it's so much easier to find them now, so I'm really pleased that I have this sort of solution, as it were. So just take out my fairy stamp, and I'm just going to use some Versa Magic, and it is in Pretty Petunia. I think perhaps I should put my board under my page. And where do I want her? I'm going to have her up here. Ooh, I wobbled it. It might not have worked. Oh no, it's fine. Cool. So I have a little fairy there. Shall I have another fairy? No. What I'll do there, I think, is just put my menu stamp. So I find my menu one, which is in here somewhere. Where did I put it? There it is. I really need to tidy up my desk. You should see it. I'm glad you can't see it. Oh, what am I doing? I've gone mad. Trying to put my stamp on my stamp block, on my stamp pad instead of my stamp block. There we go. And I think I'll just put a little bit more washi. So here I am all ready to plan out my menu for the boys, but I think I'm just going to do that off camera. Let me just make sure that's dry, because I think this has been, I've been talking so much. It's getting a bit long, this video, isn't it? Too long. Really like that. That's so cool. I don't know why. Okay, so what I want to do now is my focus of the week. So last week, my focus of the week was the Knight of Honey, the Knight of Honey. So let me show you that card. And I think I've had this card before fairly recently, because the key sort of notion connected with it is perfectionism. And perfectionism, I remember talking about, so I thought, oh, I don't want to think about that this week. So then I was thinking, what do you need to be a perfectionist? You need self-motivation. And whilst I always used to be a perfectionist, I really struggle now with self-motivation. And I think that's partly because of my depression and PTSD illnesses. It makes it more difficult for me. And it's a common aspect of clinical depression to find it difficult to motivate yourself. And there are days when I consider it a major triumph if I just get out of bed in the morning and get dressed. I mean, that can be huge on some days. And obviously on other days I can get up very easily. But yeah, self-motivation is difficult. And I've obviously thought about this a lot. How am I going to motivate myself? But the trouble is, it can become a vicious circle. How do I motivate myself to do the things that improve my motivation? Yeah, so if you can't motivate yourself, all the things that you're told, healthy eating, exercise, surrounding yourself with positive things or whatever, all of those things require motivation to do them. And of course, one of my solutions, given that I was continually being told that if I exercised more, it would help my motivation. And I thought, well, I can't motivate myself to exercise because I don't really enjoy it. But my solution was to get a dog. And of course, once I've got a dog, I know myself. I've got a really strong sense of responsibility. So even though I couldn't motivate myself to go and have a walk, now that I have to walk my dogs, I actually go and I get the exercise, and it is so, so helpful. Everyone that told me that it would be helpful, they were right. Having some fresh air, being outside in the countryside, and of course a dog makes you laugh because they're funny. So that really helped me with that, and my depression has really improved since I've had the dogs, because it's also the stroking, relieves stress and all the rest of it. But while I was thinking about this and Googling away like I do when I start my focus of the week, I came across a distinction between a person who has a fixed mindset and a person who has a growth mindset. And a fixed mindset is the view that talent is ingrained and we cannot change our level of ability. I can't learn a musical instrument. I've got no musical talent. I can't learn to sketch because I have no talent for drawing. It's that kind of fixed mindset. Whereas a growth mindset, someone with a growth mindset holds the belief that we can all develop our own skills through hard work and effort. Right, no, we can't all be Leonardo da Vinci or whatever. But then when you think about it, he and people like him devoted enormous amount of time to hard work and effort and learning their skills. So maybe we could all be a Leonardo da Vinci. I don't know. But the important thing that came out of this when I was thinking about it is, and I can't remember who I was reading, but I was reading something online and they were talking about the importance of developing a growth mindset in your children. Now, I think I have a growth mindset. I've always believed that if I want to do something, if I want to learn something, then I can. All I've got to do is practice. And that's why I taught myself the flute. I've taught myself some sketching. I'm not a famous flautist. I'm not really good artist or anything, but I have developed the skills to a level that I can really enjoy playing my flute. I can really enjoy doing a sketch, and that's all I wanted. So that was absolutely fine. Anyway, I was saying that adults can help children develop a growth mindset by praising their efforts, not the results. So my son, for example, did this amazing speech at school. The teacher said it was the best one that he'd heard ever. That's high praise, isn't it? So he had worked so hard on it. So when I praised him when he came home, I said, I'm so proud of you because you worked so hard on that speech. You spent ages, writing it, perfecting it, making sure you were using rhetorical devices and all the rest of it. And then you also learned it by memory so that you could perform it, because obviously persuasive speech, you're going to be more persuasive if you're performing it. And he spent hours memorizing his very long speech, and he did a PowerPoint to go with it. And the reason that he was so successful was because of his hard work and effort And that, I think, is what we need to focus on praising with our children. Do you agree? You don't have to agree with me. I have my little, you know, focus of the week where I think about things and decide what my view is, but I am always open to other arguments. If you think, well, I don't agree with you because of this, then just write it in the comments. I would love to hear your views. Anyway, I've just put my book away and I actually need it for this week's focus of the week. Woohoo, what are we going to get? Right, I don't know why I just put my book away. Right, let's just clip it. It's getting a bit kind of, you know, when you get the hump, when you've got too much that side. Anyway, where are my cards? Here they go. So I'm still in these cards. Oh, and did I show you? I can't remember. I'll cut this out if I've already shown you. I used the little free gift from Inukshuk, Japan. He gave me this little thing. Look how perfect it looks on here. So this is a Delphonics small pouch. I've got the larger pouch that I've shown you before. This is a small pouch, and I've got a sticky club, coffee cup, a scrawler box pin, and a scrawler box Blackwing pencil, all in this lovely teal colour, and that went perfectly. So I added it to this little pouch, and the reason I just thought of that, in that might seem really random to you, is because I was just about to get out some tarot cards that I keep in this pouch, and the free gift, I did email him and he told me yes, it was a free gift, not a mistake, which was very generous because his things aren't inexpensive, and I'm keeping some oracle cards in that one. So anyway, that's what made me think of him. Shook. I mean, it's not a shop that I often shop at because it's sort of unusual Travellers Company stuff that's fairly expensive, so it's a real treat to shop in his shop. And if you want to do that, you probably, like me, have to save up for ages. So let's shuffle the cards and see what we're going to get this week. Still really stiff. Oh, they're starting to get a bit sort of easier to shuffle. Let's see what we get. Ooh, the Four of Dreams, and she or he, don't know if that's a boy or a girl, is upside down. What an interesting card. We've got some like eyes, and they remind me, I don't know if any of you have ever bought anything from Galen Leather. I haven't, but somebody sent me one of the charms that they give in a Happy Mail. And oh, I got to find it now. Oh, I don't know where it is. Which book is it in? Might be in this one. Yes. So there we go. It's that charm. These eyes remind me of that. So I'm going to need to look up and see what that signifies, aren't I, in order to respond to this card. Pile of stuff on my desk is getting ever bigger. Okay, so, ooh, there's 6 hands. Let's turn it round. You see, those hands all express different things, don't they? Oh, I can't wait to see what the guidebook thinks about this. I really need to start trying to respond more intuitively rather than relying on the guidebook. I get nervous. I don't know why. What does it matter what I think in response to my cards? And it looks a bit like a bat. Do you think he looks like a bat? Or she? The person looks like a bat. I'm probably thinking that because they're upside down and there's like wings here. Although those aren't bat colours, are they? They're more like butterfly wings, but in a bat shape. So creative and imaginative. And I guess with creativity, that's a lot of what it is. You take different things and you juxtapose them together in a new and interesting way. How does this card make you feel? Before I won't tell you until next week what the guidebook says or what I'm going to focus on, but tell me in the comments what your initial response to this card is. I'd be really interested to know. Okay, so I want to decorate, so here we go again, using the same paper. I need to change it up, don't I? But it's just because if I try and get out another load of stuff, the huge pile on my desk really will just fall all over me. So I'm going to put, oh, I love that paper. I might put my photograph of my card down here as like my focal point, because last week I put it in the middle. There's my photograph. And the first week I put it up there. I might put it down here. It's like fun trying to think of different ways to present the thoughts that I'm focusing on, because obviously, you know, I write down all of the things that I chunter onto you about. What should I do next? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm going to take some of this, this green paper. This green paper, I got wet and it went all peculiar, which in a way that I really enjoy. So I'm going to use a little bit of that across the bottom. Now my photograph of my card is going to be my focal point, and I can never do that while I'm on camera because I film with my phone and I take photographs of my cards with my phone and then print them on my little printer. Okay, anything else I'd like to put on there? I like those little, oh, I like that. That's a Tim Holtz, what do you call it, die. That's a really cool one, I think. I love Tim Holtz. Louise was saying that she'd been watching some, from Coffee Tea Paper, said that she'd been watching some Tim Holtz. And as soon as I get some time, I'm going to try and find what she was watching. Because he's often on YouTube. Might not be, but... So I'm going to put that one there. And then my photograph is going to sort of be my main focal point. So I might leave it until I can do my photograph, and then I'll decide if I want any more. And I might put something up in that corner. But I'm going to just leave it there for now, although I've just seen... Look at that. Decide to be happy every day. That's really nice, isn't it? I'm going to put that one there. Decide to be happy. Can you just decide to be happy? I don't know. I don't know. How much power does the mind have? I'm putting it there anyway. I'm going to try and decide to be happy every day. I often am. I often am happy, but I'm just, you know, I always feel like that I'm at the mercy of problems with my brain chemicals that I can't quite control. I mean, my medication helps, but yeah, anyway, I'm not going to talk about that now. And I am going to leave it there. So I've done my focus of the week, and I have done my planning and my meal planning, and I'm all ready for any lunch ideas that you might have. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.